Hey, Jonathan here, and we've been going through the comments. We saw a lot of people wanting to build their abs, build their core strength for parkour, and get a six-pack. So we're gonna share with you the top 5 ab exercises for building a functional core that you can use, so you can take this and go into parkour or go into any other sport as an athlete. Now, some of these exercises you've probably never seen before, unless you've really been following us. We picked some of these ab exercises from the first generation of parkour athletes, all the way from France, when they came over and taught us these specific ab drills and exercises, and we added in a couple of our own. So let's go ahead and jump into the top 5 ab exercises for parkour. Ab exercise number 1, and if you didn't notice, me and Jonathan just did a switch there. So the first exercise is the QM. This is quadrupedal movement. We're gonna be on all fours here. Now what's great about this exercise is you're stabilizing and we're also moving. So this is what it's gonna look like. You wanna make sure, keep things perfectly aligned. So you want your feet and hands to be shoulder width apart. You want your back straight, head neutral, and you just wanna step with reciprocating motion. That's the key thing. So your opposites are working together. So when I step my left foot, or when you step your left foot, your right hand is gonna move forward. Okay? You can go back and forth with this. Now, for the beginner level, once you're first getting started off, we wanna make sure to get the coordination down and gradually develop the strength. So we're gonna start off just on our hands and knees here, working on the steps here. So beginner level, then as you improve, you get the coordination, we're gonna go up onto the toes and the feet here, or the hands here, and start stepping back and forth. Then once you master that level, maybe you want to raise it up a little, raise the intensity. Well, then we go ninja style with it and take it to a rail. This is going to develop our ultimate balance, ultimate core strength here. And same principles apply. You're going to hop up on the rail, back straight, head neutral, and even just holding here, you're going to get an incredible core workout because of the stabilization, the balance here. But then we're going to step forward using that reciprocating motion and go all the way down the rail. Incredible core workout there. Ab exercise number 2. We just did QM. Now we're gonna do another form of quadrupedal movement, but instead of being on all fours like this, we're gonna reverse it. So we're gonna work the opposite. We always wanna balance our body out, our muscles. So we're gonna do the exact same thing, or we're gonna do the exact same thing, except for we're gonna be facing like this. So we're gonna walk using reciprocating motion, lifting up the opposites like so, taking steps forward, taking steps back. And now this might be a little challenging at first. If so, sit down on the ground, and all we're gonna do is focus on building that coordination. So whenever we lift up the left leg, we're gonna lift up our right arm. So we're gonna go here, build up here, and then we can lift it up to where we're going here. Until then, we can walk forward and backward. Now, the reason why these 2 QMs are so important is because we're building the fundamental coordination of our core. So with every movement that we're doing, when we're running, we're climbing, we're using, so for example, when we're running, we're using reciprocating motion to run. As we jump, we're using that reciprocating motion. A lot of this is our core just being coordinated to move our body the way it should. And so this is, you want to think of these as like the crawling for advanced movement. So before you walk, right, what do you have to learn? You have to learn how to crawl. So before we start learning advanced movement, you need to learn the QM. You need to learn the basics. You need to learn how to crawl before you start walking. And that's what this does. Now, with this quadrupedal movement, this crab walk, if this is too easy or you feel like you need more, we can do the ninja version of this. And that's where we find a ledge like this, and we work on our balance at the same time. So we're using that same reciprocating motion, going forward with the crab, except we're gonna be on a ledge. And what this does, it also tests our flexibility and mobility with our shoulders and body. Now, if you wanna go super saiyan with it or saiyan with it, you try to do it on a rail. I can't do this yet because my flexibility in my shoulders isn't quite there.
Oh, come on.
But I'm gonna try it anyway.
There we go.
All right.
You guys think you can do it?
Yeah, you wanna take bets?
Yeah, let's take bets.
All right, so you start here, place the arm down.
If he gets this.
And we're gonna transition into the step.
Oh.
And then we're gonna go here. Now this one is really tough, and it needs to be
it though.
a lot smoother.
All right, I lost that bet. Good job.
But that's the more extreme version. That's what we want to develop to. All right, now let's go to the next one. All right. Ab exercise number 3, and I'm still surprised Jonathan got that last one. But this one is pretty much, I would say, one of the best ab exercises for learning your vaults. You want to get your Kong vault, you want to get confident with your vaults, you want to develop mobility and flexibility with your body. This one is my favorite, for sure. So it's called the carry through. Now what we're going to do is, I'll show you the advanced version first, is we're going to start off in a push-up position and simply walk our feet through our hands, okay? What we can do is, if you have trouble with this, the beginner version is simply we just elevate ourselves up. So with this, I'm using this ledge here, we can use yoga blocks, stack of books, anything, and what we're gonna do is perform the same motion. And what you wanna focus on is really having your shoulders down in their sockets, looking up, having a neutral spine, and going through this motion here, okay? So we start off here. As you start to improve, just lower it down. And this is why I like using books, because you can stack up books. As you improve, take off a book, go lower, take off a book, until you reach the ground. Ab exercise number 4. This is going to be the hollow hold, and this is gonna be an isometric contraction. This is where we're just gonna hold in one position. So essentially all we're doing is keeping our legs straight. We're gonna elevate them slightly off the ground. We're gonna keep our head and shoulders just slightly elevated off the ground, and you're gonna really feel the engagement here with your core. Now, for beginners, what I want you to do is to tuck your legs, because it will make it a lot easier. You'll have less resistance. So you can just work on this position, and then engage your core like so. So engage that core slightly, elevating with the shoulders and head, elevating the feet. Then the next step would be to straighten the legs like so. And then the third step would be to now extend the arms back and holding this position. Now, if you want to up this up, take it to the ninja level, what we're going to do is we're going to add an extra contraction where we're going to do a V up. So basically we're going to hold that hollow hold, and then we're going to touch our toes. So it's going to look like this. So we're here, and then we're going to raise up, touch the toes, come back down. Raise up, touch the toes, come back down. That position. So we're adding in an extra element there, an extra contraction. Ab exercise number 5, the butt scoot. Just like the name says, we're just gonna be scooting our butt on the ground. Now I picked this up originally from Chow Bell. Can't thank him enough for all he taught my brother and I. And this exercise is really good at developing this core here, especially if you wanna learn your V-sits, your L-sits. This is a great exercise to do that. So what you're gonna do is balance on your butt, lift up your legs, have a nice bend in the legs. You're going to position your hands in front of your hips, lift your butt up, and carry forward. Now again, this is one of those exercises that looks easy, but it's actually very difficult to do once you try. Now the beginner version of this, because at first this might be very difficult just to do this here. You're going to use your heel as assistance. So we can have both heels, or we can have one heel on the ground and just use it as assistance while you perform this move, okay? Then as you get better, lift the heel up off the ground, go to the full out version here, and then if you want to take it to the ninja level, which I know some of you do out there, you're going to do V-sits or L-sits. So you're going to hold in the V-sit position and perform the butt scoot. Okay? Ninja style. And then I just want to touch on, some of us might have trouble, feeling the core here, feeling the exercise. If that's the case, then we want to develop the core at an even smaller level, and that's where we're going to pretty much just do leg lifts. So we're going to hold into this position, keep the legs straight or slightly bent, keep our butt on the ground, and all we're going to do is just lift our legs. Okay? So if we have a straight leg here, just going to lift like so. You're going to get a good workout, the hip flexors and also the core as well. So those were the top 5 ab exercises for parkour. Start to use those in your training. Now, if you're trying to develop strength and you're at a beginner level, then I want you to click the link in the description. I'm gonna give you a free workout you can download. This is an eccentric workout. It's going to be great for building strength, effective strength for parkour. And then if you're already a ninja, you're already doing those ninja type exercises, then I want you to pick up our 5-day free course in parkour. This is going to show you the beginner moves for getting started in parkour. Great course to pick up, and you get it absolutely free. So go ahead, check the links in the description, pick up the course or workout that's right for you. Make sure to subscribe for more videos like this and more pasty gingerness that my twin brother and I give to you on our videos, and we will see you in the next video.